to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the MAC, the Syracuse Orange. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will kick off and we'll be underway. The ball bounces through the end zone and it will be a touchback. For feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking the shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
Let's send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Turning it on! Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum. And this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Brown wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sullivan. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, third down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. They just keep firing. Touchdown Bulls. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They strike first opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Guys, let's talk about Syracuse. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Grab behind the line. It's Hatcher. Breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Hatcher. He's trying to get it in. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off-play action on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
So now Now it's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They'll keep it on the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Bulls have this offense rolling. Motion from the wideout. Brown wants to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snags it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, South Florida! Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for space, it's Nixon. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. through the air. It's Collins. Fires to the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this third down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Syracuse will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Brown will throw it. Unleashes it on the run. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
And I love it when quarterbacks attack the whole field. Nice job using the sideline. When you attack the middle of the field, those safeties very much get involved. So do the linebackers. You get a lot of one-on-one matchups towards the outside. Nice job throwing it towards the sideline, and the receiver making the big play down the field.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes one man miss. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Bulls have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They'll move the tight end. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USF.
I think you love love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Looking to throw, it's Collins. Fires to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple and really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Cook. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's McFadden. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. It's Cook. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Nixon. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. the sure hands. It's Ross Simmons. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Cook. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
To the air, it's Collins. Grab near the sticks, it's Cook. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a space. Snagged out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were. That's why they got the 1st down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Norton.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bulls will kick it away to start the 2nd half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Dropping back, it's Collins. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Norton. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Brown will throw it. It's on target and complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Fifth.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he could do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Virginia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Collins. Got a man, it's Cook. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Sends it back in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Nixon. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The short hands. It's Ross Simmons.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's James. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it.
Oh, he's got some space. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Into the end zone. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can...
Touchdown, Syracuse. Great job by the back on the option.
And that is how you end a drive. That is what you want from your running back. Lower the boom. Lower your shoulders, wrap up that football, fall forward, and get into the end zone. That is how it's done.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Wants to throw on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Brown will throw it. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Singleton. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Brown wants to pass. He got it! And he will score! Touchdown Bulls!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The AT unit on the field. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
Florida, 31. Syracuse, 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Have the ball back and ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about turning it on.
A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And this offense... off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ross Simmons. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Got it set up on the outside. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Go straight ahead. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ball State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Brown will throw it. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Start for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Syracuse right back at it. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Working that left side. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here of the game in the 4th quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium, and on that 4th down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as...
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Orange. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the 2-minute timeout, tied ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Brown wants to pass. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
He leaves it with the back. He's in open space downfield. Touchdown, Cuse. They move on top here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown will throw it. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Off the play fake. Quick completion on the out route. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Here's a throw downfield late. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why.
He's got it down the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
A run for the quarterback. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Slithers into space. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm the defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.